Hello guys and welcome to a new lesson. In this lesson we will learn how to forward a copy of all received messages from an email address to another email address. You will click here on forwarders, and then from here you will click on add forwarder. From address to forward I will type, for example, the email I want, Mustafa, and then from forward to email address I will add another address over here, mutork@gmail. I'll choose this one over here. This here means that any email that mustafa@torcology.com will receive will have a copy of it forwarded automatically to the email mutork@gmail.com. You can also discard the messages with a failure message to the sender. If you want to discard any messages coming to mustafa@torcology.com, this address over here, choose the discard with error to sender, this button. You will mark here on this button. You will mark on it, and in here you will type the message that you want it to be seen by the sender. So whatever message you type here will be seen by the sender who sends the message. You also can check some other advanced options for forwarders by clicking on advanced options over here, and this will show you some extra options. For example, if you mark here on the first option, which is forward to a system account, this means that it will forward a copy from the email messages to the default email account, which is Torque. I have marked on it over here. And here the second option, which is pipe to a program. This option is to pipe the message to a program, and this may be used by PHP scripts. So if you have a script that needs to pipe a message to it, you will find this in the script documentation. And the last option is to discard, and it's like the option discard over here, but this doesn't display a message for the sender. So I will leave it as it is, the first option here, forward to email address. And after you have finished your settings and have confirmed your email addresses here and here, you will click on add forwarder. As you can see here, all emails sent to mustafa@torcology.com will now be copied to mutork@gmail.com. Click here to go back. You can click here on trace, this button, and this will show you something like the trace route or the way from the email to the other email, that everything is okay. And you will click on here to go back. And of course, if you want to delete this forward operation, you will click here on delete, and I will delete it now. It will ask me if I want to delete it or not. I will click here on delete forwarder. As you see now, when it's deleted, it says that the mail will no longer be redirected to mutork@gmail.com. Okay, now we have seen how to configure email account forwarders. Let's see how to forward all emails from a domain to another domain. You will go down here under domain and click on add domain forwarder. Here you have our domain is torcology.com, and for example I will choose ed3mny.com. Now this here means that when mtork@torcology.com receives an email message, a copy of this message will be forwarded automatically to mtork@ed3mny.com, and the same for each email address on this website, this domain over here. It will be forwarded to the address by the same name in this website over here. For example, if it's sales@torcollege.com, it will be forwarded to sales@ed3mny.com, and so on. And to add it, you will click here on Add Domain Forwarder. As you can see here, all emails sent to torcollege.com will now be copied to ed3mny.com. And by that we have talked about the forwarding. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson.